is a new store. And this has been here a long time, and the martial arts people haven't been upstairs for years. You can always find a pharmacy in France, because as far as I know, they all have these green crosses. I don't know what that means. And where they sell tobacco, I learned in the United States to call it a tobacconiste, but here they call it buraliste, B-U-R-A-L-I-S-T-E, and you can't see it on this tobacconist, but they usually have what's called a carotte, a carrot. It's like an orange sign. It says T-A-B-A-C, and you know, I just really hate it. I'm losing my memory. I heard what the meaning of that is, why it's shaped like that. It's not really supposed to be a carrot, but maybe maybe I can remember to look it up and add it. You have to see one of those carrot-shaped signs in order to buy tobacco in France. So if you like tobacco, you know, you have to plan ahead. Where I come from in Ohio, we would have something called a state store, and that's where they would sell hard liquor. And then there would be something called a beverage store, which is where they would sell beer, wine, and what they call pop in Cleveland, which is soda, carbonated soft drinks. And the cigarettes used to be sold kind of everywhere and at vending machines in northeastern Ohio. Supermarkets, drugstores, yeah, drugstores I think had them. And here in France, if you really want alcohol, which isn't really the style anymore, I noticed this in Italy at the beginning of the 80s also. You know, drinking a lot of alcohol was really something that grandma or grandpa or old people did, and it was very démodé. Unfortunately, Italian people, to me, seem to really be into drugs, especially amphetamines. But if you want alcohol in France, really from 8 in the morning, you know, you can go into a bar and order a drink, and by that, you know, a demi, half a liter of regular beer, or un pastis, which is a little anisette drink, and you add the amount of water you want to it. They don't do cocktails here, really, unless it's a trendy place, and then they're about 8 to 10 euros a piece. They don't do them very well, so I think you're best off with wine or cider here in France. And since I don't drink anymore, I can't really take you and do that with you, which is just as well. There are a lot of tricks as to how to get a nice quantity of wine in a pitcher and stuff, and I don't know if there's that much demand for it. I guess you could ask me. Super cold here. Little vestiges of snow. I've just picked up my medicine from yesterday because they do just in time, and so I just went back, and they didn't even give me a receipt in that place. It's really small. They just sort of know me in there, and I just asked for the stuff for my name, and were my spouse around, he could have picked it up for me, I guess, if he had been willing to walk down here for me if he were going this way. Just ask for it and they'll give it to you. Homeopathic cure for, I hope, for pain, because this is all that's left that I can take. You know, my organs are just not up to it. I can't take an aspirin or an aspirin substitute or anything anymore. I'm finished. Liver is gone, kidneys, heart. Go to the cardiologist on Tuesday. I was born with this condition, so I knew this was going to happen at some point. Oh, actually I don't feel too bad. But I started a new pain treatment on Monday and I got really sick around dinner time. And I was basically unconscious for the next 36 hours. And then I did have 2 serious, real meetings on Wednesday, and I just sort of crawled up out of the bed after about 36 hours, which is painful staying in bed for 36 hours. And I had to call them and cancel, which meant that I had to go to my doctor, who wasn't available that day, who does make house calls. And the homeopathic treatment, in my case it was covered. It's getting covered less and less, but alternative medicines are, they do exist here and they are covered to some extent generally. Sophrology, mesotherapy, acupuncture, homeopathy. I can't remember what the others are. I'm talking to keep myself walking. It is cold. And it's hard to hold this camera because I have a muff. Don't make any jokes, please. I have an old-fashioned muff and a cape and a hood from Russia. Proper scarf and many layers of clothing. It's a Friday night. And the sun has gone down, so it's the end of, I guess, the Muslim day. You know, everybody's asking me, people I don't really know, people who are just asking me on YouTube, you know, what's you know, you getting invaded with Muslims over there in France? You know, they've been here for like 1,000 years, you know, and no, we're not getting invaded by Muslims in France, you know. Oh, he's nice. Where I live, it's very mixed, and there are lots and lots of Muslims. And generally, I like them just fine. Not a problem. Over 80 languages are spoken daily in Saint-Denis. It is said. I'm sure that's true. It was when I moved here. I'm going to meet the mayor soon. Going to see if I can get a few things done around here. I was really sick all last year. I couldn't do that much. But my activist days are over. Look at that cute sheep. Oh God, that is a really cute sheep toy. Boy, I know some YouTubers who would really like to have that sheep to throw around and cuddle. Oh, and they have a really good chicken. Can you see that chicken? And that's a goat. Oh, that's a really good goat. I wonder how much that sheep is. There's a little doll push cart. I probably would have loved one of those. I like dolls and guns. And tools and chemistry sets. Hey, go inside. Oh man. It is cold in Saint-Denis tonight. This post office never did give me, in 2 years of asking, never did give me my carte pro. And they're so nasty in here. A few times they just started fussing at me when I had just walked in. I hadn't even said anything to them or done anything to them. I don't know what their problem is. I was never able to determine that. Okay, see you later. Bye.